Building a long-lasting relationship takes a lot of work. Some have invested so much time, energy, their emotions and everything into that relationship, and yet what do they get at the end of the day? Nothing. Some are not appreciated, they have been brutalized, they are abused, and some have virtually lost themselves in that relationship. And right now, some are at the breaking point and they are wondering if they can ever find themselves again. They are wondering how they can get themselves free from that choking, suffocating relationship that has drained the life out of them. I don't know if that is your situation right now, but I want to assure you that you have the power to change the course of your life. You must not live the rest part of your life in misery. No matter how daunting it is, you can become liberated. In today's video, I'll be sharing my advice on how you can get yourself out of that toxic relationship and be free all over again. Make sure you stick around to the end so you don't miss a thing. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please, I'm inviting you to do so right now. Stay tuned. Relationship has its own ups and downs. There are some things you can control, while some other things you cannot control. But in all of it, no one can really determine how the relationship is going to end. Every relationship is faced with a storm, is faced with different turns and twists, and you can never really predict how things are going to end at the end of the day. You'll be faced with challenges, you'll be faced with a lot of difficulties that would be so threatening to that relationship. And that is why they said when a person is getting into a marriage relationship, it's just like a pregnancy. You don't know what it's going to give birth to. For example, when you are faced with an unpleasant situation in your marriage, maybe your spouse is verbally abusive, you don't have to keep silent about it. You know, somebody talks to you in a derogatory manner, you don't have to accept it all the time. You need to speak up, make it known to this person that it's just not acceptable for him or her to talk to you in that manner. You know, let me tell you, what you condone, you will never be able to change. The problem is from the start, we condone a lot of things and later on we want to fix them. It becomes harder. So it's easier to deal with situations as they come, as they arise from the elementary phase before it starts building up and compiling, before it starts getting out of hand. So you need to clip it at the bud before it sprouts out to the point where you no more have control over it. A lot of the times, there are things that comes up that you don't like, that you're not comfortable with. You are being faced with a lot of problems that keeps piling up and you keep silent about that. You're not doing anything, you're not talking, you're not addressing the issues, you keep silent, and before long, your life will be choked. Let me tell you, when your life is filled with a lot of the things that you don't want, more than the things that you really want, it keeps you uncomfortable. You are no longer yourself. So it is high time you look at your life and check it out very well. Those things that are making you unhappy, that are draining the life out of you, it is high time you take charge of your life and try to see how you can begin to fix all the messes that are piling up around your relationship. Because if you keep enduring that relationship, it will get to a breaking point where it becomes difficult to continue. When you begin to notice your relationship is filled more with what you don't want than what you want, it's time for you to fix it. Like I would always say, what you condone, you can never change. I know of women who are currently in an abusive relationship. These women are so loving, so good. and submissive to their husbands, and yet they are being trampled on each and every day. They suffer from all forms of abuses in their marriage. And these women are becoming so dejected. Some have become so depressed. They don't know what to do. They feel so incapacitated. Oh, I feel so much for such women. Some, they look at their life and like, oh, where am I going to go? Where am I going to start from? What about my kids? I don't even have the resources to even stand on my own. Oh, it's such a pathetic situation that some women are going through right now. But I want to assure you that it is not over for you. I want to assure you that there is always going to be a way. There is this saying that when there is a will, there is a way. You don't just have to stay in that very toxic relationship and die. I know of women who have died in trying to endure a very bad relationship. Yours don't have to be that way. As long as you decide today that you deserve to be treated right, that there's a way out for you, I tell you, you will be shocked the kind of escape that God is going to provide for you. Trust me. For those who still want to keep their relationship and they believe it's going to change and everything is going to be all right, I really pray it does. I pray that God steps into your marriage or into your relationship and give you that miraculous transformation, and that you will have joy in your life again. But in all of it, be sure not to make undue excuses for your partner. There are women who tend to make undue excuses. Oh, he slapped me the other day because he was so angry. It was because of what I said. If maybe I had done like this, or if maybe I didn't speak this way, he wouldn't have hit me the other day. They keep making excuses upon excuses and giving the other person the power, the authority for acting the way they did to them. Oh, if you're in that category, I'm so sorry. You're getting it all wrong. Don't make an excuse for your spouse. Why? I mean, nobody has the right to treat another person, to brutalize another human being. Nobody. So, why would you condone their behaviors? Why? Do you think you're being super nice, being a good, wonderful wife is going to make them change? Well, sincerely, I do hope they change. I pray for you that they change. But what if they don't change? What if it continues and it gets worse? Have you thought about that? My dear, I just sincerely wish that your prayers, that change that you seek will come to pass. I really do. But what if this person that is unduly abusive continues to steal your joy and your happiness? What if this person continues to be mean to you? Have you ever considered that? You should always remember that there are people that are very difficult to please. No matter how good, how wonderful, how nice you are, there are people that will never stop being mean and wicked to you. You just need to accept that fact, but that's the truth. That's the truth. So you have to stop playing the superhuman and snap out and try to see if you can reset the course of your relationship. You need to rise up and begin to think about things that matters to you, to your well-being, to your mental stability. If that relationship is draining the life out of you, better start thinking on how to reset, change the course to make your life better and happier. You just have to put yourself together because no one can do that for you. You have to determine who stays in your space and try to set your boundaries. Okay? Stop settling for things that are draining the life out of you. You have to take yourself out of that state of helplessness and hopelessness because you deserve to be treated right. If you're already suffering from a low self-worth, you need to start working on your mind again. You need to reset your mindset. You need to take yourself out of the state of depression and rediscover yourself over again. Always remember that you are special, you're beautiful, a masterpiece of creation because you are wonderfully and beautifully made. So stop believing the lies that they have fed you with. Do not allow anyone make you feel less than who you truly are because really, you're special. Even though you have been trampled on by those you love, you can change the narrative. You can alter the course of your life. Don't ever feel that there is nothing you can do about it. I encourage you to, develop a positive mindset. Fall in love with yourself all over again. Treat yourself right. Because if you don't treat yourself right, no one will do that for you. Always believe that no matter what happens, the best awaits you. No matter where you are right now, there's always going to be a way, even when there seems to be no way. Say no to all forms of toxic relationship and take your destiny in your hands. I want to thank you for joining me up to this point. If you have enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, I'm inviting you to do so right now so you don't miss out on any of my videos. Until I come your way again, stay blessed. God bless you.